It took me this long to figure this out. I was thinking to myself, is that another pair of panties? Honestly, a couple of blocks ago, it's a pair of panties on the. Like, what is? Everyone's losing their minds. How do you take your panties off in cold weather like this? Gosh, so the world has literally gone mad. Okay, anyways, it's taken me a long time to figure this out. Why is it that I can walk? And it's not easy to walk because all sorts of things are going on. My back, my thighs are going numb, my spine, but it's the easiest thing I can do. And why is it here? Okay, so I stopped and got $1 scratch lottery ticket, and so I'm sitting there scratching this ticket, and it's a game, so you scratch all these little things to see if you won. And as the seconds are going by, I noticed I'm getting angry and I'm getting agitated, and I'm thinking, why is my mood changing? Why am I, and I realized it's because I'm standing here, and that the longer I stand here, the longer I'm not moving, it's like, it's unbearable. It's like, and same at home. If I'm sitting in a chair, if I'm standing to do dishes, it's like I am lifting 500 pounds over my head, and I'm holding all this weight. Imagine standing in line at a grocery store, and above your head you're holding 500 pounds, and wherever you go, you have to hold this 500 pounds on top of your head. And as the seconds go by, you're like just getting angrier and angrier because it's unbearable. And maybe when you're walking down the street from point A to point B, maybe it's easier when you're moving. I don't know. But I think this is all about serious nerve damage. And it started with my medication injury, but it could be from the Chiari. The medication injuries can trigger. If you're predisposed to genetic diseases in your family, like Parkinson's or other diseases, you can have an injury like a medication injury or a car accident or a vax injury that can trigger your disease to become symptomatic. And Chiari is a structural disease that you can get into a car accident or get injured by a drug that can trigger your disease, different symptoms of your disease. So I think this is what's happening. I don't know. So, but I'm just confused. And I've seen other people talk about this. Like, I've seen a video on TikTok the other day, this woman that talks about chronic pain. There's certain things you can do, and there's certain things you can't do. Like that are so hard, like to stand in line or to stand and do dishes. Just, so I was thinking comments people have made to me. Well, if you can do a video, if you can make videos, you should be able to do this or that. You should be able to travel to another country to get help for your Chiari. You should be able to, it takes zero effort. It takes your mind and your finger to make creative videos. You can lay in a bed and make creative videos and memes all day long. It takes, Depends what your injury is, too, though. If your mind is gone, maybe you can't make videos. But all the creative people I've seen get injured, they were making videos like crazy. Interesting. I've made hundreds of memes, funny ones and educational ones, but why is it that I can walk? I think that's why. When I stop, like, walking's the only thing that's tolerable. And sometimes I can't walk because my back and thighs are going so numb and stuff, which I think is the KRE2. Sometimes I can't walk, and thank God I can still walk. But all other tasks, like and I start to get this panicky feeling, like, standing and doing the dishes, like literally, it's a marathon. You're holding 500 pounds over your head. You're being crushed alive. And, these are just simple tasks. If you were well, all this housework and stuff, no sweat, you just power through it. But it's just so frustrating. I wonder if LDN could, I know it can potentially help with chronic pain, and I don't know what it can all help, but I wonder if it could help motor nerve damage, because I think that's one of the worst things I'm suffering from. And sleep, but I don't think people take it for sleep. It can actually disrupt your sleep, make you have really vivid dreams that are kind of disruptive or whatever. Anyways, yeah, I noticed that standing, scratching this ticket, I'm getting angrier literally by the second and impatient, and because it's intolerable.